Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily, and I'm here today to bring to you the first ever video field report where the girl is present. Okay, this is a once in a lifetime, never been done before experience, and so I'm here today with Caitlin Hope, who just gave me probably one of the better haircuts I've ever had in my life. Honestly, it looks really good. You have to make sure you talk a little louder in a thing here. Yeah. No problem. It's really good. Thank you. I appreciate it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do like you know how I do the video field reports, how I break down like how I go out and like, you know, meet girls and stuff and all that. And you would ask me if you were in one of them because you were like, I don't even really know what Evolution Daily is and all this. And I was like, well, I go out and I meet chicks and film it and all this. You're like, am I in one of your field reports? And so, you know, I'd tell you no, but you could be. And so this is, but you're here now is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So this is like your opportunity to be in the video field report. So we met last summer. It was last summer around July, August, and we met in Columbus, Ohio at Cantina. And give the viewers here a little breakdown of, by the way, yeah, she's like a hairstylist with a hashtag, so I'm going to go ahead and just plug that right here. You can follow her hashtag, and if you want your hair done, you can have her do it for you.
Yes.
So go ahead and break down to them really quick how exactly we met.
Well, we were in Cantina, which is a bar on Park Street. You and Jared walked in.
Okay.
Wow.
My first wing ever for a very long time in game. I literally only had one wing. He was very hard on me, and I think that's why I ended up getting very good at game. He would always berate me about body language. He would
First wing, worst wing.
First wing, worst wing. Whoa, that's good. I like that. I'm actually going to steal that from you.
Thank you.
So you're saying he was my worst wing? Jared was awesome, okay?
Jared was awesome. But
You liked him as a person.
as a person.
Right, but as a wing. Okay. Well, he helped me get really good at game. He was very hard on me. You guys have to be hard on your wings. If you're not being hard on your wings, you're not being a good friend. So anyways, so we're at Park Street, me, you, Jared, and you're with a couple girls.
Yes.
And what did I say when I came up to the table?
You did not say anything. You came up and slammed your hands on the high top table.
Like both hands.
Both, to show that you were here and we knew.
Oh, okay. So silent opener. And from there, you ended up asking me if I was on drugs.
Yeah.
You thought I was on drugs.
Well, yeah.
Because I used to be, okay, so like I'm a pretty high energy dude, like most of the time, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that a little bit ago. But back then, it was so my natural energy is a little higher. You know what I mean? I get pretty amped up about things, passionate about things, especially in these vids, stuff like that. But back then in game, I was like so self-conscious and new and just like lost in the whole thing. Because I used to suck with chicks. Like before I ever met you, I was terrible.
I would have never known.
I know, because I'm so smooth now, right?
Yeah.
Don't look at them like that. What the fuck? So, but here's the thing is like, you know, I think it was like an insecurity where I felt like I had to be like, bah, in the club. I was like, I had to just be like so much fun to like get attention. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of guys in pickup and in game and stuff, they think that they have to act that way. They have to be like a showman, like a clown, like an entertainer of sorts, because they don't feel like they deserve attention. So then they force it and try really hard to get it. And that's definitely what I was doing then. Because now my game is more like normal guy shit. You know what I mean? I'm more like I would have came up and just been like, hey, what's going on? And like said something a little smoother.
More gentlemanlike.
More gentlemanlike, and we probably would have. But you know what? We ended up having a good conversation.
We did.
Yeah. What did we even talk about?
I don't remember.
But you said I got very like.
You were very like, you like slammed your hands then on my legs and were very like.
Right up in your face.
It was.
You compared it to like when we were talking earlier. You compared it to like Christian Grey. It was like very like.
Very like.
50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy. I just came up with that. That's funny. What was it? Aggressive?
Very possessive.
Possessive?
Aggressive possessive.
Really?
Some
was
girls
that,
like that.
How was my physicality?
I mean, at first I was quite frightened of you.
You were afraid?
I was.
Asking if I was on drugs and shit.
Well, yeah.
But,
that was probably also because your friend was in the background screaming.
Yeah, screaming about crazy shit.
No,
so the whole... Was he screaming?
That song, that bop bop song.
Oh, I know what you're.
Screaming.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. So okay. So basically, you were super into me. Like you fell in love. There is what you're saying.
Not so much.
So you fell in love with me, and then we hung out 3 days later.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 days, yeah.
3 days later, and that was on my porch at my old apartment in Columbus, right? Okay. And how did that go down? Like, how was our first date, would you say?
That was a date?
What? It was a date to me.
It was not a date to me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we just, like, hung out. Like, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but I went for stuff.
And you did not succeed.
I know, but that's... Wait, so you're saying that the whole time you didn't view that first thing as a date? You were just like, oh, we're just going to hang out.
I just viewed it as we were just going to hang out, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we had a vibe on the porch, right? Like, there was like a sexual tension.
Maybe for you.
What the fuck? You're berating me in front of my entire audience now. That's okay. We're going to move forward. So I do remember I tried to get physical with you that night and you didn't allow it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I met you at a bar 3 days ago.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it for certain people. It just wasn't my thing.
At the time.
At the time.
And now. We've never hooked up.
Ever.
I feel like I should just like make that very clear. All you do is cut my hair. Now at this point. I mean, we're friends. You know, although you say I went cold on you when I was in Miami.
You did.
I didn't go cold on you.
I maybe got like some Snapchats of you on the beach and that's it.
Well, that's what anybody wants from their friend that's in Miami. I mean, what the fuck? So pretty much every time I try to hang out with you, it turns out that you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Do you plan that intentionally?
I mean, I didn't have a boyfriend when I like first hung out with you, like that time.
The first time that we hung out
on your porch.
But I think that same night you literally were even talking to me about that one guy a while ago. Like you were like on and off with him constantly. Constantly. So you were like on a little break in a relationship, I think. I don't really remember.
We were like never official. It was just like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked him.
Okay. Well, whatever. That's irrelevant. So basically, what ended up happening was that very first time after we hung out, I think that we liked each other. Yeah. Things went well. So we didn't like hook up or anything like that, but things were going well. And basically what ends up happening is Caitlin decides that I'm not the guy for her. What made you decide that exactly? What was it?
When you yelled at me.
What? I don't remember yelling at you.
You yelled at me through a text message.
What did I say?
You were mad that I wouldn't sleep with you.
I was mad that you wouldn't sleep with me. So, okay, but you said before that I got really mad at you and then I apologized, right?
Yeah, you did apologize.
Because you said that I said something like really bad, right?
Yeah.
Like I said something mean.
Really mean.
Which was what?
You said, what was it? I'm trying to remember it exactly, but it was pretty much just, how I wouldn't sleep with you. You said that you were only hanging out with me to try and sleep with me.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's not good. That's not a good thing to say to girls.
You did say you were drunk, though, when you sent that.
I was still drinking at the time. I was an alcoholic. It was so bad. When I met you, I was getting wasted all the time. I really was. I guess alcohol turns me mean sometimes. I don't know. But I haven't drank now in almost a year. Like 10-ish months, something like that. I really don't plan on ever drinking again. So, but I apologized a few days later. And from there, we've been friends. And, nothing more, nothing less, never enemies, anything like that. No. You give me good haircuts, which is great. So... I mean, guys, sometimes you meet girls in cold approach and you don't ever sleep with them, ever, for as long as you fucking live. And they just end up as your friends and your hairstylists. Sometimes it's just the way that it goes. I mean, there's a lot of guys who have problems. There's a lot of guys who are going to watch this video and they're probably going to comment or like say some shit like, you can never actually be friends with a girl, right?
Right.
And primarily that's guys who like don't sleep with girls. I think. Because any guy that I meet that, like, fucks girls and, like, has girlfriends and stuff has female friends also. It's like a lot of those guys who feel that way that are like, girls are nothing more than just, like, for me to for me to fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being graphic. Like, because there's a lot, you know, guys think like that. Yeah, it's just weird. I think it's a weird thing where guys end up, you know, hating women on this journey. Like, you know, because a lot of guys have been on this journey, which is what we call, you know, I'm just telling you, like, it's sort of what we round about it is like success with women, essentially. So, because some guys are trying to find a wife, some guys are trying to like fuck a bunch of girls, some guys are trying to get a girlfriend, whatever it is, you want success with women. And a lot of people in this industry, they think that it's like a cardinal sin to not be friends with a girl. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. But either way, thank you for joining me for the field report. The first ever field report where a girl is actually present. You're not going to be the first girl on the channel, but you'll be the first girl in the video field report. So that's good.
I'm like your first lady.
You're the first lady of Evolution Daily. Bump it. Thanks for doing the vid. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below. Also check out everything we're working on in the links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.